is good, everybody? My Paper Moon fam. It's your boy, PaperSin, back with another reaction video. This one is called Kanye Was Right About TikTok. And it's from the YouTube channel BlackySpeakz. Very interesting name. But as always, link to the video and link to the channel will both be in the description below, so be sure to check them out. And while you're there, don't forget to do those 3 things I'd like to ask you to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah. And first off, real quick, we all know that Kanye West has been saying some crazy things as some like I won't say hot takes, but like he's been saying some stuff lately, you know what I'm saying? So in light of that, I personally have, I have no issue with any race of people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know I'm not gonna pretend I know anything about what's going on in Jewish culture. And so I'm not even gonna like, that's as far as I go when I touch on that with Kanye saying some of the things he said recently. Now, I don't know everything he said. I haven't been keeping up with him that much, but I do know that TikTok is not, you know what I'm saying? It's not really what it's all cracked up to be, you know, and scammers and predators really beyond there. So what about TikTok? Was Kanye right with his seemingly, you know what I'm saying, off the rail ramblings that he's been making these past few, you know, years and stuff? What's going on? Let's check it out. Don't forget, as always, link to the channel, link to the video will both be in the description below. I already said that, but whatever.
I said I'm not allowing my daughter.
Crap, sorry about that. I keep forgetting. I do this for any hearing impaired viewers, just to make sure that they know what was being said on the original video as well as mine.
I said I'm not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say-so.
All right, in my opinion, that phrase right there is something that good father would say. You know what I'm saying? Because we know Disney has had not a reputation, but in the past, some things have happened with Disney stars, you know, as kids. I'm not saying it still happens. I don't know much about that, but things have happened. And with TikTok, we already know there's a lot of scammers and predators on there, so I can agree with that part.
Now, Kanye was very right about TikTok, and I think this man right here deserves an apology from the entire world. Now, okay. Kanye, it's been a little while since we spoke about Ye himself. The last time we spoke about Kanye, he was on several crazy rants, and after a couple of those rants, I just lost interest in all the shit he was saying. So I decided to put my focus elsewhere, and I'm happy I did. Because I remember how Kanye was still going on for weeks and weeks after I stopped covering the rants he was going on. He got canceled a couple times in the process, came back, got canceled again, came back again, got canceled again, and came back again.
Do you really get canceled if you can just easily come, maybe not easily, but you come back just to get canceled again? Do you really get canceled in the first place? You feel me?
I don't know how he did it, but then again, it's Kanye West. The man is not going anywhere. He's here to stay regardless of what any of us say. Now that aside, let's talk about the topic at hand, shall we? By the way, drop a damn like for your boy. Don't be stingy. Kanye is right about TikTok. A topic I actually covered back in February 2022. And the story was this. Back in February 2022, the man himself, Kanye, decided to publicly speak out against his then 8-year-old daughter North's use of TikTok. Kanye West posted this on his Instagram and said, "I need to know what I should do about my daughter being put on TikTok against my will." Along with that, Ye posted a screenshot of his daughter's TikTok account with this caption. So obviously Kanye did not like his then 8-year-old daughter being on TikTok, and this anger was directed towards his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian.
I hope he covered or didn't show what her TikTok account was.
who plays a pivotal role in the story. Kim and Kanye, like most people know, unfortunately had a not so amicable and very much public divorce, which went completely south. I mean, the media was just eating this thing up, and they were dumb enough to post all about their family's business for the world to view. Back to Kanye. So Kanye was directing all this energy towards Kim, essentially denouncing his daughter's TikTok account. Nothing too crazy. After all, we're talking about an 8-year-old kid, but we'll get to that. The TikTok account then...
Real quick, that haircut though. How long did that take? Sorry, that caught my eye, so I had to like, what? It looks dope. I don't know if it has a meaning, but it looks dope.
Blasting out.
North had was co-managed by Kanye's ex-wife Kim Kardashian, so she was the mastermind behind the account, something that made Ye furious. Rightfully so. A father should have a say in raising his child, point blank, period, no discussion. He at one point went on an interview saying this about it.
There's two things I said. Tell her security not finna be in between me and my kids, and also tell her don't have my daughter wearing lipstick on TikTok, or don't have her on TikTok at all if I'm not gonna approve that. And I said it after it was done without me knowing, and then it happened again. So I feel like it's some poking the bear, trying to antagonize me or create this like crazy narrative.
Bro, they don't respect you.
Say someone is crazy, they're trying to take the power away and do anything to get people to not pay attention to me. Hey everybody, I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said I'm not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. Please, in your son's name, I have a say-so. And then when people say, oh, they're gonna use this for you in court, I didn't have a say-so on whether or not they went to Sierra Canyon. Most men do not, there's no such thing as 50-50 custody in society today. That's not even, it always leans towards the mom. Happy.
Shit, sorry about that. Hold on.
In society today, that's not even, it always leans towards the mom.
That's why I was trying to stop it, but I accidentally stopped the record on accident. But I have seen, a few videos about men having to deal with things like this. Like, I think it may not be as known as I think it is, but the courts do not favor the fathers in divorces. So when Kanye says the media is trying to push a certain thing, I think that's also in conjunction with like the courts, this whole strong independent woman movement. I have nothing against it, but a lot of times it seems like they're push for this third wave feminism of equality is more like women being above men instead of being just equal to them. That's what it seems like a lot of times. And with that comes, more single mothers that are taking control of the families and raising the kids themselves, and really pushing the fathers out of the, maybe not pushing them out completely out of the relationship, but putting them down for it, even if the father didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, I don't know. So I get what he's trying to say, and it does seem like, he's saying, please, he's like, don't have my daughter on TikTok, and they're like, oh, fuck you, we're gonna keep doing it anyway, and there's ain't shit you can do about it. Especially when everybody right now was in the middle of calling him crazy, or calling him crazy, and then other things he's doing. It's not a good look, so it didn't really help. But at the same time, that's gotta be frustrating. So I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? I can sympathize with him not wanting to have his daughter on on TikTok at least, and not wanting to have his daughter to be used by Disney and things like that. But to get completely disrespected for that, that's ouch, man.
But right now, and I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece of what I dealt with.
What
You understand what I'm saying?
I blame her father for pushing me away.
Yo, is that... That voice sounds familiar.
According to Kanye in that interview and clip, like you heard him say, he apparently addressed his concern about his kids being on TikTok with his ex-wife Kim K, but it happened again. So she obviously did not take his input into consideration, and that's why he took it to the internet. After Kanye put up that Instagram story, that actually ended up leading to Kim herself swiftly responding back to Kanye on a lengthy Instagram post, where she was essentially saying that she's tired of Kanye's obsession with him trying to control and misrepresent their situation to the public eye. So this is what Kim K said, and let me actually try to do a Kim K impersonation, okay? Maybe that will give you a good laugh.
Please don't.
Kanye's constant attacks on me in interviews and on social media is actually more hurtful than any TikTok North might create. As the parent who is the main provider and caregiver for our children, I am doing my best to protect our daughter while also allowing her to express her creativity in the medium that she wishes with adult supervision because it brings her happiness. Halfway, let me just stop and let me do a little more serious tone. Divorce is difficult enough on our children, and his obsession with him trying to control and manipulate our situation so negatively and publicly is only causing further pain for all. From the beginning, I've wanted nothing but a healthy and supportive co-parenting relationship because it is what is best for our children, and it saddens me that Kanye continues to make it impossible every step of the way. I wish to handle all matters regarding our children privately, and hopefully he can finally respond to the third attorney he has had in the last year to resolve any issues amicably.
I mean, it sounds like he was trying to solve it privately too, but he was getting ignored, so he went to the internet. Like, is that not... Am I wrong about that?
Now, Ye decided to respond back, and he said this. What do you mean by main provider? America saw you try to kidnap my daughter on her birthday by not providing the address. You put security on me inside that. Okay, let me slow down actually, I'm sorry. What do you mean by main provider? America saw you try to kidnap my daughter on her birthday by not providing the address. You put security on me inside the house to play with my son and accuse me of stealing. I had to take a drug test after Chicago's party because you accused me of being on drugs. Tracy Romulus, that's one of Kim K's business associates and close friends, stop manipulating Kim to be this way. Now, Kanye followed up this post by sharing TikTok's community guidelines on Instagram, which pretty much says that if you're under 13, which North was at the time and still is, you will be removed from the app. So Ye was bringing attention to this to expose the hypocrisy of the platform's rules, since they obviously know that Kanye West's daughter is under 13, but because it's co-managed by his ex-wife, it somehow ended up slipping through the cracks.
What?
Favoritism. I see you, TikTok. So anyway, this was the story, right? Kanye was making the under 13, but because it's co-managed by his ex-wife, it somehow ended up slipping through the cracks. Favoritism. I see you, TikTok.
So TikTok in the West is what? It can't really be co-managed by Kim, right? I'm gonna have to look that up later.
So anyway, this was the story, right? Kanye was making a whole lot of noise about this because he apparently couldn't solve this matter with Kim privately. People had a lot of things to say about Kanye. They said he's crazy. Why is he acting like this?
Or is it like his daughter is co-managed? I don't know.
Why is he all up in Kim's business? Which is ironic because we're talking about the, man's own children. What the fuck? A man can't be present in his daughter's life without a bunch of people telling you you're crazy for being excluded from being an involved parent? That's absolutely ridiculous and crazy. Fuck y'all. It's a shame that a genuine concern like this was somehow flipped around by the media and turned into Kanye is crazy. Now, Kanye is crazy sometimes, but this time he wasn't crazy. I mean, we're talking about the man's children. And an OG one time, he told me, the OG was my father, by the way. He said, there's 3 things you don't play about when it comes to a man's life. Number 1, a man's money. Don't play with the man's money. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, don't play about his children. That's rule number 2. And last but not least, don't play about the man's woman. See, these are things that if you play about them, especially in front of a man's face, you might fuck around and meet the damn reaper. That's how it goes.
I agree. Like on this part, like with him, with his involvement with his kids. So far, it doesn't seem like he was crazy at all. Like, he's trying to be involved with his kids. He's trying to, like, still be there, trying to be in their lives. But now, I can't help but feel sorry for him for this situation. Because he's like, hey, like I said before, don't put it, he's saying about his daughter and stuff, not being on TikTok and Disney. But they are really pushing that narrative that he's just crazy and he's threatening, like, you know, like they made him seem like he was a mass threat, in my opinion, or when it was going on. So, oh, man, I do feel sorry for him. Like, that's crazy, man.
I mean, at least for me, I know. Don't you dare play about my money. And don't you dare play about I don't have no children,
Neither
but
do I.
these bitches is my sons, so I guess I do. And last but not least, don't you dare play about my wife, because I'll put a hole in your face if you do. I'm just kidding. I don't have a wife. I am, however, married to the money. So people flip the script on Kanye, try to make him look crazy for not wanting his children on TikTok. What a crazy thought a parent could have nowadays, right? I'd say being a rational parent means you keep your children away from TikTok, because with the way these algorithms work nowadays, especially the TikTok algorithm, oh man, it's actually scary. I'm telling you, letting your children be on TikTok freely in 2023 is something I would strongly advise against. The shit that these algorithms
I'm glad I ain't got no
in
kids.
front of kids these days, ain't no way. Ain't no way, okay? You're not doing that, little man. You not gonna be on TikTok. Do you understand me? Now, the plot twist of this video, over a year and some later, Kim Kardashian herself, the other day, right, she admitted that Kanye was in fact right. Kim did this interview with Time Magazine yesterday. We're working fast, right? Like the video and subscribe. Come on, man. Like the video, okay? Like the video. I appreciate you. Come on, I'll punch you in the chest if you don't. So, Kim.
Anyway, he said from the time of this dropping, this dropped 2 days ago. So technically 3 days ago, Kim said that Kanye was right.
Kim did this interview saying this, and I want to read this excerpt for you. Kim Kardashian admits that she hasn't quite figured out exactly how to merge her children into the business. How about maybe don't merge your children in?
Yeah, don't. How about you don't? Just let them grow up. You ain't gotta start merging your children. They're kids. Let them be kids. You ain't gotta start merging your children into the business. Like, what?
To the business and just let them be children. How about that, Kim? Sometimes it's trial and error, she says. A recent get-together between the female rap star Ice Spice and Kim's 9-year-old daughter, North, led to an Ice Spice appearance in a Skims campaign, but it also led to a public complaint from North's father, Kanye West, when a video of North rapping along with some of Ice Spice's more salacious lyrics was uploaded to North and Kim's shared TikTok account. As soon as I saw the words, I was like, oh no, we're taking this down, says Kim Kardashian, who sees TikTok as an important outlet for the oldest of her 4 children. You thought I was feeling you? That nigga munch. I saw on the internet people saying Kanye was right, and maybe he was in that instance. Yes, he was right, Kim. It's okay to admit it. But she loves making slime videos and doing her little hair tutorials, and I will fight for her to be creative. See, there's nothing wrong with wanting your children to be creative, Kim,
right?
But here's the thing, right? There's a lot wrong with not listening to what her father has to say about how his children are being raised. It's not like Kanye said something crazy. I mean, he literally just said, I don't want my daughter being on TikTok. Why is that such a big deal? She a baddie, she knows she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. That nigga munch. So the munch queen, Ice Spice, was mentioned in this article, and that's something I want to touch on really quickly. This year, the munch queen herself ended up linking up with Kanye's 9-year-old daughter, North, to record some TikTok videos with her. I don't feel comfortable playing those because I don't really want to look at them. Now, Ice Spice, bless her heart, okay? She not for little girls, though. I don't think I need to explain why. To put it simply, Ice Spice does put sex at the forefront of her image. As a grown man, I don't have an issue with that. I actually like it, okay? Because I'm a grown man who... Let's stop right there. So Ice Spice, she not for children. And, you know, as you can imagine, Kim ended up getting a whole...
It's important that every man have control in that area of his life. You feel me? Like, whatever.
A lot of backlash for this, rightfully so. She was co-signing this whole thing and even dancing along with her daughter, you know, on some TikTok videos to Ice Spice music. So now we come full circle to what Kanye West initially said. Kanye was right the whole time, and Kim is now, after all this time, admitting that he was in fact right. I want to touch on a couple things. The first one being the fact that the TikTok algorithm is literally raising an entire generation of kids right now, and it's leading them astray. When parents aren't mentally present with their children and they don't know what they're doing on their phones, what's gonna happen is they're gonna go on TikTok, they're gonna get a bunch of shit recommended to them, right? A bunch of shit pushed right in front of their faces. They're gonna consume said bullshit, and the algorithm is gonna feed them the very thing that they're consuming. Now imagine if those things are very, I don't know, let's say explicit, okay? Explicit content. There's a lot of that on TikTok. Imagine if they get those really dangerous challenges that, kids are doing on TikTok right now, if they get that recommended to them. And I'm reading a lot of those stories right now where kids are doing these crazy, dangerous challenges. One of them is called the Blackout Challenge. Have you heard about that?
Oh, I think I heard about that one. They're still doing, I thought that was older. Like the Blackout Challenge, if I remember correctly, is when like they have a friend pretty much choke them until they black out. If I remember correctly. But remember that Tide Pod challenge? And then there was also the challenge where kids were putting balloons or something or bags over their heads until they passed out or something like that. Like,
well, if you got children, you should probably hear about this before you let them on TikTok. The Blackout Challenge is a game kids all around the world are participating in where they intentionally choke themselves in order to feel the adrenaline rush that comes with asphyxiating yourself.
So
essentially, choke yourself until you lose consciousness and then come back and feel the high. Now, did you know that this challenge has actually taken lives? Like I'm saying, children have passed away from doing this, this particular challenge. There's been multiple cases that have been reported. It's actually an old challenge, right? Some people in my school actually used to do it back in the day, but it's resurfacing right now with the rise of TikTok. I saw this one story, really sad, but this 9-year-old girl participated in one of these challenges and ended up dying in front of her little brother. She was hanging 2 feet from the ground with a dog leash around her neck because her and her 5-year-old brother saw one of these challenges on TikTok and wanted to try it. They did it and it turned out to cost the little girl's life. Her father found her unconscious hanging. They took her to hospital, put the little girl on life support, but it ended up being too late because she suffered permanent brain damage and a complete loss of brain function, and that's when her family decided to withdraw life support. Ariane Jalen Arroyo was her name, and she was only 9 years old.
Now imagine if, of course Kanye doesn't want his daughter on TikTok, and imagine if she saw one of those challenges and tried to make a video about doing the challenge, and the same thing happened to her.
What do you think TikTok said about this? Not a goddamn thing, because why would they? They don't care about nobody's kids. They're running a business here. They're making money.
If it happened to Kanye's daughter, they would have to say something about it.
Give a damn about y'all kids. So what, was Kanye West wrong for this? Well, now people are going to start to think twice because Kim actually admitted that he was right, but Kanye was never wrong. This is a man who cares about the well-being and safety of his children, but they try to spin it into something else, which is sad to see. But it is what it is. Now we know. Kanye was definitely right about TikTok, and I can't believe that it took for Kim K to say that shit. Anyway, like the video before you leave. Come on now, okay? Thank you. I appreciate you. Any thoughts on this topic? I'm curious what you have to say. Moral of the story, make sure your little cousins, nieces, nephews, or children don't have access to this shit, and I mean it. With that being said, okay, I'm out. Have a good day. Stay blessed, and yeah, we out. Peace.
So first off, I am grateful I don't have kids, but yeah. Second, you've got a lot of parents aren't, I don't want to say policing, but they aren't watching what their kids are doing when it comes to, the internet. A lot of times they'll just hand them a tablet or let them be on the computer, hand them a phone and let them do whatever they want, thinking that the internet is a great place, is a great babysitter, But see, when it came to TikTok, I was only thinking about the dangers of predators and scammers. I wasn't even thinking about the challenge. I forgot about the challenges that these kids be doing and dying to. You know what I'm saying? And they call Kanye controlling and crazy for trying to keep his kid off TikTok. Are you serious? Especially when I can't believe because it was Kim, but to okay her daughter working with Ice Spice for a TikTok video, knowing what Ice Spice was about, at least she, said never mind, and it looks like she canceled some of the stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure I don't remember if the rest of the stuff went out, whatever. But to even consider that is just dumb. And like, this is why fathers need to be in their daughters' lives, in their children's lives in general. And again, they tried to alienate Kanye from his own kids. And of course, with all the things that Kanye was going through at that time, his word wasn't as well received because of some of the other past things that he had said. And so they were able to say that he was crazy, say that he was controlling. And a lot of the public just agreed and didn't even stop to think about it. They had this man being watched by security when he was around his own son. Like, it's his son. What do they think he's gonna do? They had this man drug tested. Like, why are you like, oh my God, bruh. We gotta be careful about the narratives people push about others. We gotta make sure you hear the other side, and we need to make sure that we're listening to that other side without excuse me, without, what's the word I'm looking for? Without a pre-consisting without preconcisting thoughts of what that of if that person is going to be straight lying right off the bat. We can't go into listening to somebody thinking, oh, they're already wrong. You know what I'm saying? We've got to give each side a chance to speak, and we need. That's what I want to say, but we're not a lot. Like, public's not going to do that. They're going to be. I'm going off on a tangent. But they're going to be like, you know, riled up based off. They're going to be riled up and in their emotions based off what was already told to them, what was already sold to them. So it's up to each individual person to make sure they grow from that and make sure that they are trying to listen without a pre-existing narrative or whatever about the other side that has the smaller voice that wasn't being listened to in the beginning. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe it took her Kim saying, okay, yeah, he was right. And how long did this take? Like a year, like over a year? And how much damage has already been done? And TikTok is still not reinforcing their age restrictions, apparently. You know, 9-year-old died on a platform on an app that is only supposed to be for 13 and up. Okay, TikTok. But anyway, I'm done. All right, now I'm just rambling and I don't know where I'm going with it anymore. But thanks for watching. You know what I'm saying? Be sure to check out BlackySpeakz. Link to the channel and link to the video will both be in the description below. Let me know your thoughts. You know, are you a father, or do you have kids, or are you someone's kid? And like, what do you think about the whole situation with not just TikTok, but with like when Kanye was saying don't let my daughter be used by TikTok and don't let her be used by Disney. What were you saying when he first said that? Were you listening to him, or were you just agreeing in agreement with Kim and saying, you know, F Kanye, so like that? Where were you? And where were you? Where will you be in the future when things continue to happen between other people? Did you learn your lesson? Are you listening to both sides equally? Anyway, you know what it is after that. In case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace and much love to you.